Len is evidently out. He went and he got a double vax today, and then afterwards remembered, oh yeah, I'm not 40 anymore, and he is down and out. So he's quite ill with his post-vaccine um,
Yeah.
grubbiness, and I know exactly what that's like. Which is one of the reasons why I'm not going to go get another COVID shot. I'm like, I learned twice before, and the third time's on me.
Yeah, I
So,
heard it gets worse every time. So
oh
I don't
man,
know. That's what people say.
the first one was pretty bad, but the second one, um, yeah, I thought so. We went to Lowe's and we were going through Lowe's, and I thought I was going to pass out in the store. I was like, I am so fucking sick.
Yeah, most people took a day off, it seems like, is what I've heard
That's
Yeah.
too.
what I recommend. Well, and so my grandmother had shingles, so I know all about shingles, and now they have the vaccine, and of course I had chickenpox as a kid, and I'm like, I do not want shingles, and so I'm like, yes, I definitely want that vaccine, and they're like, okay, well we can give it to you right now. I'm like, no, you can't because I have a game to run tonight. I said, so if I can come in like a Sunday and have a nurse give it to me, and that'll give me like all of Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to get over that shit, then we're golden. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to work with them to figure that out, but I imagine that one's gonna. They say that one you'll
Oh,
probably be down for about 2 days.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
They also said that it hurts like a mother too. So
Mm.
I had no idea.
like they're injecting pudding into you.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
So yeah.
Well, I hope it prevents it. I don't know
Yeah,
what to
me
say.
too. Yeah, no, I've witnessed it. That is not fun. Anyways, welcome to the Pirates of Drinax. We'll be picking up where we left off last week. So last week, the crew they are on the high port around Sagan, and it appears that they have shown up a little bit, but they got here before the Dawnseeker, which isn't entirely out of the question because the Dawnseeker is not going to be in a hurry. These guys kind of rushed. And so Dawnseeker's not going to be in a hurry because one of the best ways to draw attention to yourself, especially in the Dust Belt, is to try to get anywhere quickly. So if they just blend in like a normal cargo or passenger cruise, then that's less eyes that will be on them. And so while they were on the Sagan Highport, they did some hunting around, some research, and they got into. They were about to be arrested by the port authority there, and the Sagan Highport's fairly small. It is a private highport, and they they ended up the Sagan Highport, I guess, captain and three of his detectives tried to arrest them, and they ended up shooting them. And they've captured one of the detectives and taken him with them. Now, if it wasn't clear, well, I will double. I will make sure that if you missed something about this last week, that it will be made clear. But we will pick that up here in but a moment. If you we would I would like to thank one of the friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They're just products that we really like. And today we would like to thank Fable Beard Company. Fable Beard Company makes beard products, obviously, such as oils, balms, butters, beard wash, co-wash, all manner of products. They also have another line for women, or if you just like to smell like a pretty princess. Fable Beauty, and they've got body frosting and shave oil and scrubs. Anyways, they for first-time purchasers, they do have a buy one get one free option, and right now their Black Friday deal and Cyber Monday deal is actually ending tonight at midnight. So everything on their site is buy one get one free, and so you can put two items of anything into your cart, and one of them will be discounted to free. And so yeah, I highly recommend them. Go sign up for Fable Beard go to fablebeardco.com and sign up for an account, and get yourself some oil. If you're a fan of the channel, we also have a merch store via Zazzle. There are T-shirts and buttons, and there's a large fleece blanket, and there's a beer stein. And now we have our newest product is a series of hoodies that have character portraits from each of the characters from our Saturday Braunhaven game. And 100% of the proceeds from that store go directly back into the channel, so that helps us cover bandwidth costs and subscription costs for map making software and all the nitpicky little things. The T-shirt, one of the T-shirts and the buttons does have the Pirates of Drinax pirate flag that was made by Cameron, and that is available on the site. And so yeah, if you want to help us out, go to the site, get yourself a T-shirt and a button or a hoodie, and we appreciate everything you do. I hit the major milestone today on Tasnantlus's Tantalizing Tower. I am officially through the Atlas portion, and I am on to actually writing the adventure. It only took me 238 pages to get there, but so I don't know. We'll see if I'm guessing that this may clock in at over 300 pages. Guessing.
We've decided that we're going underground. We're not even going there. We're just going to
Yes.
go into the underdark.
Yes, yeah. We're going to catch a boat and go to another continent. There's so much stuff in here. And I the last part of the Atlas was detailing the Monastery of the Jade Fist, which I of course did not bring in the kineticist rules for creating that character class, because they're already in Carcass Crawler issue #1, so I just pointed people in that direction. But I did come up with some NPCs. Man, kineticists are nasty. Yeah, they can be brutal characters. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. 238 pages worth of lots of stuff. So it's coming. Like I said, I'm guessing that it's going to be over 300. 315, 320 is probably thereabouts what I'm guessing. But I don't know. We'll see. We don't know until we write it. So you guys, you have this detective. If I remember correctly, you guys were heading back to your ship with this detective in tow. Now, like I said, Sagan Highport is fairly small, and Sagan doesn't really get a whole lot of traffic. I mean, there are ships that come through up and down the main, but nobody really sticks it out here for very long. And a lot of the ships bypass this privately run port almost entirely, unless they have some kind of concern, economic concern with Sagan itself. So you have this guy, in your custody. You learn a couple of things. The first thing, of course, is that there are only like a handful of other port authority on the entire station, and they were the guys that you just shot and killed. There was, of course, the captain and the couple of detectives, and this detective. They were the entire detective squad. Everybody else is rank and file, and when I say everybody else, it's like 4 or 5 guys, and they're anywhere all over the station. Sooner or later, somebody's going to come into that station and or into that authority office and figure out what's happened here. But the other thing that you learn from your captive is that so if it wasn't abundantly clear last week, and it may not have been because I was being purposely vague, waiting for you guys to catch on and ask the right question. But this guy essentially tells you that the captain and those other 3 detectives were a part. They are a part of the Greenwater movement.
Oh shit! I hope we didn't piss anyone off too bad by murdering.
So they were aware that Dawnseeker was coming.
But it hasn't come. We were right that it hadn't came. Is that
Correct.
what he's telling us?
It has not arrived yet.
What if they've got 4 or 5 authority figures here on the station? Why don't we just try to covertly take this station over?
Well, maybe, but I mean, we
I
can't
mean,
just.
we've got the Marines.
So we take it over, and then the Dawnseeker is going to disperse the germ from space, and then watch everything unfold. So we need to like deal with the Dawnseeker thing first because we don't know when it's coming. At least
Well,
that's what I thought.
that's what I was saying. We take this thing over, we run it, and we do our best to mimic it like it's run by the original people. But I mean, you see what I'm saying? And so the Dawnseeker shows up, and the first thing they're going to want to do is probably fuel up because they just got here, and
Right.
especially if they take this interact thing, and this is supposed they think it's friendly.
So,
You know, I've got a shriek box. I can mimic voices that we've heard and hang out on comms and stuff. I mean, I
I
think we
thought
could
we were
pull
gonna
that off.
blast them like in space. That's what I thought.
We
Or-
could.
This might be easier though if we take over the ship or the station, then we have a lot of leeway to take care of them different ways. I don't know
Well,
if taking over the station would be easier, but
it might be if it's that small, but
I mean, it's small, but it's not that small, and that would take some time. So one of the things that he tells you is that the most likely course, he's like, it was. He says that actually everybody was really surprised that you decided to dock at the high port. Usually, most ships that come in, they go directly down to the downport, which has more facilities, of course. The high port is and kind of it's usually used only for corporate traffic, and that's like private corporate traffic. So he basically you have a couple of options. I mean, taking over the high port, I don't think would do anything for you. Their weaponry is fairly limited, especially considering that you have a ship that is armed with nukes. So you have a couple of options. You could jump back in your ship and blast them from the sky using your ship. You could go down and wait for them to dock at the downport, which there could be problems there because of what has already transpired in the high port. That knowledge is going to filter down sooner or later, and they may be looking for you. And of course, you could also go ahead and try to attack them as they are making their run for their first target, or second target, or third target. I mean, if you don't want them if you don't want them to release it at all, then
Right. Well, I mean, if we've already kind of made an enemy here, I think step one on anything long term is neutralizing the system defense boat. Or taking that over. I mean, if we own this station and we do it successfully without getting triggering too much, we can call the system defense boat in for some maintenance and a crew change. And then when they show up, we just kill the crew and leave it docked. I don't give a shit.
So,
But
so
it won't be an enemy. I mean,
so they do have one 200-ton system defense boat.
we could take that to the next system in tier and sell it for anti-piracy purposes, probably for a very good penny.
So, yeah, and from what this guy is telling you is that it is a fairly advanced system defense boat.
Is there anything
private corporate money?
Is there anything he could think of to tell them that would make them shoot down the Dawnseeker? Like, do they give a shit about anything?
Yeah, how is everybody here staffed part of this movement, this
Conspiracy?
cult?
No, not
You know,
everybody. Specifically, the High Port Authority.
so it's
Okay.
just the high port is just really more of a
Well,
it's
just
more of a
just those 4 guys that you killed. And
oh
he even says they tried to recruit me, and I really don't have any interest in being a patriot.
Shit.
okay.
So this System Defense Boat might care that they're going to release the virus? Maybe we could ask them, I guess.
So,
Not very pirate of us.
so that yeah, I mean that's a good question. Um, so this defense boat is a private corporate uh, ship. Their job is basically to make sure that there are no pirates in the system. Uh, as far as what Dawnseeker's doing, they don't really have any love for the Ihati, and
Hmm.
it doesn't sound like they're going to be attacking any surface targets. I mean,
So if
Oh,
we told them that the Dawnseeker got hijacked by pirates, then maybe they'll want to shoot it down.
you could go ahead and take that route.
Our friend could report it, and then it would have some oomph behind it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's
Tell
make
him,
him do
tell
it.
him, yeah, yeah. See how he handles this, and I'm gonna go and clean up the fucking office.
Okay.
Shit.
I,
How are we gonna
I
do
am
that?
happy to help with cleaning the office because
How
that
do
is
we clean it?
ridiculous. We need to
I don't
clean it
know.
up.
I've got stewarding skills and shit,
Yeah,
and
Stuart.
We'll
I
chop
mean,
them in pieces and get the steward bot to slowly transport it back.
well, I mean, I'll, I mean, if if I lock the fucking door and I'll keep a death bot with me.
Can
And
we wipe the
Is there surveillance?
security cameras and
There
Are
stuff?
they?
you go. So
we
Okay,
yeah,
can,
that's
so
yeah,
good.
if
that's what I'm
James.
talking about cleaning.
Okay, yeah. That's
Yeah.
good.
so if you want to wipe the security cameras, you're going to need to make a electronics computers plus intellect or education check plus whatever your security software is going to give you. Now, what does your what TL is your security software?
15.
So
No, sorry, 14 is the computer, and of course we could use ship's computer and get a TL-15 out of it, and then
so everything on this
I'll
high
get a
port, everything on this small high port is TL-15.
okay, so we'll use the ship's computer, break even with that, and then you'll get for the intrusion software, we get a +2,
Okay.
and then of course I guess the computer skill. I think both Keith and I have a 2 in that, so I mean that'd be +4. If we chained it and worked together, could we get benefit?
Well, I will say that because you have this guy with you, you could try to persuade him, and that would give you another +2.
Definitely, we'll try to bring him on board.
So who
If
wants to make a persuasion plus social check?
Me
I
too.
guess that's me. I'm gonna have to let him know that I am Ting motherfucking Hansen. And
I thought of an idea to get the bodies out, though. If anyone wants to.
Oh,
oh yeah,
hang on to that. Give me just a
yeah.
second.
So
I want to hear
this
this.
will be this
Okay.
will be. You want me to do a persuader? You are we going over the idea?
You go do your persuade. Sorry.
Yeah, do a persuade plus
Oh.
social.
All right. Let's see here. 2d6. Nine.
So a 9, yeah, you're able to persuade him, and he will give you what assistance he can. He admits that the computer thing isn't really his forte, but it will give you a +2.
All right, I've got to reload this page. So let Cameron say her thing
Okay.
because
So
my
yeah,
screen is.
what is your idea for getting rid of the bodies?
My, he doesn't want to hear it. That's sad. Okay, we all have body nets, and disguise nets for faces, right? So maybe we can put them on the corpses to disguise that they've been shot, and like kind of weekend at Bernie's them out, like have people with the shoulders on either side and try and it might work.
We
They'll
could
just look
also
like someone who's fucked up, not somebody who got shot to death, you know?
Right.
we could covatize them and say that they were sick and they using your doctor expertise and they got fucking Ebola. We gotta
That'll
get
cause
them.
a panic. That's true.
Well,
I don't
panic
know.
is fun.
So I was saying we could put the body nets on them, and then they won't look like they've been shot. It won't be such a big deal.
That's
I don't
true.
know.
Yeah.
That's my idea is to try and weekend at Bernie's them through the ship over to our ship, and then when we are in space, we can just let them fly out.
Yeah, you can throw the disguise nets on them, make them look like they're just wearing spacer uniforms and like they're drunk and passed out.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it.
We can try that.
That's
Come on,
pretty
friend.
good.
Sweet.
So who wants to make the computer roll?
I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah, Keith.
So
it's your fucking
what's
turn.
the total bonus come out to?
Right now we're at +6.
Okay.
Plus that's adding his 2 for computer already. He'll have to add his intelligence or EDU
Right.
Okay.
to that.
I don't think we can lose anything. I don't know how much it's going to be.
Okay. So that's
7 plus whatever.
that's 14.
Okay, so and actually 14 is exactly what you needed. So you are able to get in and so Keith is in there kind of blanking out those video files of, you coming in at all. And just removing that from the records. So
Uh,
You know, this is crazy.
we could also write a fake report on the Dawnseeker being suspected of pirate activity
Yes, you did.
and to kill on sight.
Yeah.
Kill on sight, suspected of human trafficking, children sex rings,
Aslan sex rings.
Yeah, there you go.
selling human children to Aslan for sex toys.
The ads,
Wow.
Yeah.
That takes furry to a whole new level.
Yeah.
the ads say pet or food. Pretty weird.
If we just make them wanted and give them a long list of fucking shit that they're accused or wanted for, and we put that.
Yeah, the length of it will be intimidating. They'll be like, oh, wow.
Yeah, well, they did all
You
this
probably won't
shit,
even read it.
but I mean that right there, when the system defense boat pings it and runs its shit versus the database, right?
Yeah.
The database brings up all this bullshit, and I don't know, maybe it's too much.
Yeah, we can just do whatever's standard. We'll ask our guy who wasn't in on the Green High thing. Hey,
So
what would you send? He'll help.
he So he tells you, he's like, well, if you just put out a bolo for shoot destroy on site for Dawnseeker for piracy, that's more than enough. This corporate defense boat is of course going to keep an eye out for them. But there's only one of these, and I mean, space is big.
Okay, so we should be like on the other side of the planet from it and patrol on that side.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
So so let's see here. I need to open a character sheet so that I can look at some skills. It says.
Do you need me to roll for a cleaning
Yeah,
of
go
the
ahead. Yeah,
the
go ahead.
blood?
Go ahead.
Blah,
Make
blah.
a steward plus intellect check.
Had all my dice set up and then I reloaded the page. Kind of bullshit, but whatever. I can't be mad at that.
No.
14.
Okay. Yeah, you get a pretty good a good scrub down and remove most of the stains. And you move some furniture around to cover up the other stuff. The we have disguise net.
We have the full body.
And the
Yeah.
head.
Right.
Yeah.
Here we go. Disguise net is on page 82.
Because we were going to be spies and stuff, but this is another thing. We're going to get our nets all dirty. But we'll watch it inside out later.
Yeah, we got facilities to wash stuff on our ship, I'm sure, right?
Oh yeah.
Have a
We-
permanent blood stain.
No,
on your
we
disguise
could
net.
also have get a couple of our Marines and have them go out, just kind of in the background and have them fucking start fighting each other. The local authorities will go to break up the Marines in a little.
Yeah, they're getting into a bar fight.
Yeah. And so whatever security's left kind of goes to break up our guys that are just hitting each other in the mouth. We might pay a small service fee and get our guys right back on the boat, But I mean that will be after we got Bernie on the ship.
Okay. So okay, so I will say who is helping one of the dead bodies out in a distance. So you guys have got 2 disguise nets, right?
That's right.
Well,
So-
we got
No,
one for
we've
each
got
one
one
of
for
us.
each of us on the
Okay,
team. So.
so you
That's 3. Yeah.
so you could take out 3 of them. That means you'll have to come back for the 4th.
We got to transport them one at a time anyway.
The 4th one surrendered. He
Yeah,
walks.
we only killed 3.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you only need 3 of them. So who wants to make the leadership check to tell your Marines to start some local color?
Start brawling, folks. I got leadership 2. Team's got leadership 1. I haven't rolled yet this game. I'm gonna roll.
It's your turn, man. You got to fucking do it.
So
Yeah, it'd be leadership plus your social skill
okay,
or social.
13 then.
Nice. So okay, the Marines are like, hey, this sounds like fun, and so they're playing around and make it. They well, let's see how good do they make it look?
Can I have a +2 to their roll because of Captain Best's excellent leadership?
Yeah, I will say they probably can.
That's what I'm talking about. Guys. I want to hit somebody in the
Okay.
mouth. Hell,
So the Marines start tussling around at the local Astro Burger, and you could hear over the comms in the station that there has been a call for security to the Astro Burger, that there are some trade Marines that are in a fight, probably been locked up on a ship for too long. And so they're calling for multiple forces. There are 5 Marines involved in this fight. So yeah,
Wow,
they're calling,
that's awesome.
They're calling for pretty much all of their security force that's left to make it to the Astroburger to break this up. The rest of you, so you can make a deception plus your intellect. But you get to make it with a boon, so roll 3 dice and take the 2 highest.
I'm gonna go for it. Okay.
So 9 plus 3 is 12 on Ting.
I got 8.
Okay.
I also got 8.
Okay. So you all just passed, and you put these disguise nets on the bodies, making them look like they are wearing matching jumper or jumpsuits as crew to your ship. You disguise their face to look like various people, and just kind of you're dragging them back like they are drunk and passed out, which kind of coincides with what's going on in the Astroburger.
Good idea, Tim. Man, I
Oh,
can't believe we made it. Those guys are missing, but yeah,
oh, but yeah, missing is better than found dead in their
that's
office
true. Yeah.
asleep, you know? I
Mhm.
mean,
After all this, can we get an Astroburger?
Do you want an Astro Burger after this? What
you can
the
get some
fuck?
Astro Burger.
so you
Now,
guys
here's the, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just rambling.
so you
We're
guys
rolling die.
you guys get back to the Osiris, and you've still got your detective. He's kind of trailing along, and over his radio, you can hear that the local security they've broken up the fight. They have decided that they're going to they're not going to have to lock anybody up. It was just an honest fist fight amongst a bunch of hooligans, and there was no real property damage or anything like that done. And so they have basically kicked them off the station. They are escorting them back to their ship.
Wow, that worked out really great.
Hey,
They did a
thanks.
good
Yeah.
job.
So we're
They
gonna
beat each other
total.
up and didn't break anything.
Yeah, we're gonna do a total recall on all forces, and
Wow.
we've left a nasty note that the Dawnseeker and a description of it is a pirate kill on sight.
Right.
Right. So yeah, then I guess our work at the high port is done after we get an Astro Burger.
Okay. Yeah. We need to get Astro Burgers for our Marines too.
Yeah, they get special accommodations,
Or
right?
they Happy Meals.
Yeah,
So
hell
they
yeah.
get
With-
it.
Yeah, there's to be no Astroburgers for you. The whole ship's crew is kicked off
Aw.
of the high port.
Wait.
Aw.
They're like, yeah, maybe come back sometime in the future, but yeah, you have the corporate overlords that own this high port are just like, nope, that's it.
They're done with us.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Well, I promised them Happy Meals at the next Astro Burger.
yeah.
Astroburger
With
Happy Meal.
extra crayons.
Yes,
It comes with an asteroid. I
they
don't
got
know.
each Happy Meal comes with a different colored torpedo toy.
Awesome.
So the detective is standing there, and as the security forces come up with your Marines, they escort them to the ship, and there's only 5 of these security guys. They're like, "Yep, that's it. Get on your ship and get out." And the detective turns and waves to you guys, and he says, "Yeah, there was a couple of their crew members that were drunkards here too, and so they hauled them off. Good thing."
Heck yeah, covering for us.
And
It's a good detective.
yeah, he he gets a 9 on his deception roll. He barely makes it, and he's like, "Yeah, so yeah, good riddance to bad rubbish. Get these guys out of here."
Yeah,
He's
well,
probably
we'll go.
pretty stressed.
Yeah, well, he saw we fucked off half his crew, and he knows that they don't have it's not like they're on a fucking Death Star or something.
Well, but that's not it at all. He's gonna get a promotion.
That's true.
Well, if the world-ending virus doesn't rain down upon the
Yeah,
station,
Yeah.
so I'm sure he's pretty stressed. There's a lot going on.
A bit, yes.
yeah, and so I guess we're just gonna have to continue to look for the Dawnseeker and wait for it to come into system and just attack it.
Yeah, and now I have to take a look here. Let's see, that is interesting. I did not.
I will be right back.
Okay,
Okay.
Still here.
there I did. I do have one, an old. That's okay. So, yeah, you guys get aboard Osiris. What is your so? Cameron was saying something about maybe checking out the other side of the planet Sagan.
Yeah.
Is that kind of your plan?
Guess so.
All right, so we will. Let's give her just a second to come back.
You want me to do a scan roll for you real quick while we wait?
Sure. Gonna do a electronic sensors plus intellect or education.
Well, I got a 16.
Okay.
I added 2 to the ship school sensors already. So,
Okay. Craft operation. There's a lot of stuff in here that I haven't really used because we're running published adventures. But I mean, essentially, you could run Traveler very similar to the way I run the Braunhaven game, with just rolls off the tables about what you
oh, yeah.
what you hit. So
Well, in theory, you could do a mixture of the two even in this. Every time we jump, see if there's random crap and stupid shit.
Completely, yeah. Yeah, but these pre-published adventures there's a lot more story involvement than there
Yeah.
is in and not to say that there isn't an overwhelming story in Braunhaven either, but because there is, but I rely more on the randomness
Sure.
than in that game than I do in this one. So you guys have advanced. So yeah, you were gonna have radar, lidar, all. There it is.
I ran a scan, Cameron. So
Thank you.
that's where we're headed to the other side.
Okay, so that tells me what I needed to know. So Cameron, you are cleared for departure. You can make a piloting plus dex check, and I assume that you are setting course to hit the other side, orbit the other side of Sagan. Am I correct
Yeah.
in that? Okay.
$11.
Okay, so you make it look pretty easy. You disembark, and the Osiris heads around the planet, and you kind of set up a geosynchronous orbit, kind of opposite the station. And so you are always going to be across. The planet's always going to be between you and the station. You wait for another day.
Hmm.
And you set up sensor watches, and Ting, you do detect a jump flash. At more than 50,000 kilometers.
Okay.
Now, at that distance, all you are picking up is the jump flash. Something has come into the system. You're not able to pick up any details of the ship.
I'm gonna tell
That's banana.
I'm gonna tell the Anubis to form up on us. We're gonna turn the transponders off, and we're gonna fucking sneak over that way. Is what I think.
Okay.
We're saying we're sneaking that way takes captain approval because that technically makes us pirates.
That's true.
Yeah, so I will ask permission to tell us to go.
So is the system defense boat going to see this ship first and recognize it as a Dawnseeker, or are we closer? Can we know that?
That is a very good question. Hold on, let me take a look here.
We might have a pretty good idea on where the system defense boat is. We probably would have been watching that as best we could.
Yeah, probably. Let me, and here I go again. Let me. No. But wait, I can make one.
Oh, you have to make a token?
Yeah. Not a big deal.
And we can always shoot missiles at stuff, but they're really slow. At very long range, we could use the particle barbette. And then I think it's medium range. We can also use the ion cannon.
It does, like, if the system defense boat blasts it, then we don't have to. So
Right.
on that.
But if something happens and they beat the system's defense boat, we can definitely mop up. I mean,
absolutely, that's right. They're not going to see it coming though. They have no idea.
There we go. They have find their hull point. 88.
It's got a lot of armor on it, probably.
It does. So system defense boats, of course, because they do not have a jump drive, they take all of that space and weight saving, and they put that into armor and weapons. And so this is a 200-ton system defense boat. The M drive is jacked up. It's got thrust 9. It does have crystal iron armor with a value of 13. 88 hull points, and she has a triple turret with 3 beam lasers and a triple turret with 3 missile racks, carrying a whopping 240 missiles.
Damn.
So yeah, she is a scary ship. But so this is where the system defense boat is pinging. They are also out at 50,000 kilometers, but they are openly broadcasting on the comm system that you know they're pinging their ID and all of that. Bring you guys up here. So, my question is, what are you doing next? Are
I
you
guess
are you and and I need Osiris, or not Osiris, Anubis. I'm pretty sure I have one of those.
yeah.
There she is.
I mean, if we're gonna have the transponders on, then we need to come out talking like we're anti-pirate shit, or just keep our mouth shut and head that direction. But
Yeah, I'm gonna try and not interfere if it can go down between those two and not me. Then good.
So, like I said, are you going to go with the original plan and cut your transponders and?
I think the system defense boat's a little close for that, and they may take care of this on their own. So we're gonna act like a normal ship for right now.
Okay.
there you go, normal ship headed in that direction.
Okay. So, what thrust are you heading there at?
What do we have to do to keep that? No, wait, are they headed?
We could go at thrust 4 and probably outrun them, but not look like we're imposing. I wouldn't think.
Well, at 50,000 kilometers.
I think, Anubis is 6 and the Osiris is 5. So I mean,
Right.
in theory, thrust 5 is in a formation is our max.
So, you got to figure. Well, so
We could go thrust 2. I mean, there's no hurry.
What do we keep to? Okay, so we're at long range. Is that right? Is that what 50,000 is?
I'm sorry. What was you're at distant range, so they are more than 50K out.
Okay, so what kind of thrust would I need to go one category closer?
Well, let me.
It's hard to figure out.
It depends on their direction and everything.
And their thrust.
So
yeah,
it would take. At thrust 4, it would take you about almost 14 hours to reach them.
Okay, so we should haul towards them, probably.
I mean, if you go for a total hard burn,
so they're headed away from us then? They must be.
yeah, if you go for a total hard burn, I mean, you could get there in about, probably about, it shaves off quite a bit. Maybe I did this wrong. Oh.
we haven't identified them yet either. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, might need to do a fucking sensor lock on their ass. Get all kinds of information in, right?
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
sure.
if you do hard burn at 5G, you could get there in about 12 and a half hours. And you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So if they're heading, are they heading towards the planet?
They are. Oh,
So
that's
maybe
true.
we
So
should-
yeah, you could actually meet them halfway, and you could get to them at Hardburn. You could get there in about 6 hours.
Okay. I think we should probably do that. I think.
Now,
Yeah.
the
that's
system
right.
defense boat's about the same distance away, so they're because they would be traveling on an intercept course, so they're looking at about 6 hours as well.
All right.
Okay.
I hope we can catch up.
And
Well,
you're
we'll see how it goes.
and you're just going to leave. You're going to continue to broadcast your. Are you contacting the system defense boat? You are pinging your transponder as Anubis and Osiris, but are you contacting the system defense boat or what? I mean, you don't
Not
know
necessarily.
yet who these guys are because you.
No,
Yeah.
'cause that's. I think the next, if we're heading in that direction, I would like to try to get a better scan of the ship.
Okay,
Yeah, you got 6 hours. I think you could
Yeah.
probably try.
that's true. You can go ahead and make another scan check.
10.
Okay. So yeah, about an hour in, your resolution clears up. And what does it say? It says so you are at very long. There. No, had it right the first time. You're still not picking up any details on radar or lidar, but you are picking up minimal visual details, and it looks like it's in the 400-ton range.
Let's go on and put a sensor lock on that motherfucker.
Okay.
That'll get us fucking.
You can make a electronics communications plus intellect check as well.
Okay, communications. Here's the comms. That's
Okay.
a 10.
Okay. You are able to pick up its ping. And you have confirmed it is Dawnseeker.
Oh shit.
There it is, Captain. Yeah,
Let's,
that's Dawnseeker's identified. It's within what weapon range? I mean,
This is our
maybe.
chance to do the good deed. To
We
outweigh all
should-
the bad ones.
Yeah, we should talk to the system defense boat and say that we're detecting the pirate Dawnseeker in our
Yeah,
vicinity.
system defense boat. This is the Osiris speaking. We have a confirmation on a pirate vessel, Dawnseeker, and we are about to engage. Do you object?
Whoops. Go ahead and you can your choice either yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion plus intellect check.
11.
Okay, so they come back and the system defense boat says affirmative. Feel free to engage. This is they've been flagged as a known pirate threat. I'm not. They call back and they say we're not aware that there's any bounty on the ship though. Hope you're not feeling disappointed in that.
Well, we've got our own bounties to collect on this ship that's not within this system. So we're just going to go ahead and do the system of service and make a little side cash for ourselves. That's just all the same to you. And they're in range, I mean, of the particle barbette. So, I mean, in theory, I system lock and then somebody shoots the particle barbette and we get profit.
We throw underwear at them and step
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, yeah. Everybody roll initiative. Let's get some initiative on the board.
I love this. According to the vicious rumors I spread, they're pirates. Can we shoot them?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, now that was it. That wasn't an initiative roll that I rolled. So let me subtract it and make it right, which would be 8.
All right.
Here we go.
I didn't add his. Oh, no.
You have naval tactics, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're going to use that, hopefully.
Well, now that you mention it,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
will.
tactics naval. You could do that to increase initiative.
Yeah. So
Maybe
do I have to wait
give me
my
a second.
turn?
I'll take a gander at that.
I don't remember.
Oh, here it is.
You roll the naval tactics, and I think if you succeed, you increase our initiative. I'm just not sure if it's by the effect or if it's just by like 1 or 2, or your skill thing or something. Could be wrong.
But yes, I need to look at that. It says, wow, this is way more complicated. So, combat tactics. The effect of the check is then applied to the initiative of everyone on the same side.
There you go.
Damn.
You got to get 8. It's 8 plus to succeed, but 8 would give you 0. So you want a 9 or better.
Naval tactics plus anything else, or just straight up naval tactics?
It would be naval tactics plus intellect.
Oh, okay. Cool. Jeez. 10.
So we get 2.
So everybody can add 2 to their initiative.
My goodness. Yeah. Oh, is the system defense code on our side? Sorry.
In theory, they are.
That's asking a little much.
Right. Is the Anubis also going to be in on this?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Anubis. Oops.
I mean, they're a whole nother volley of attacks.
Yeah, I will let you roll initiative for the Anubis, and they would get to add +2 to their initiative as well.
All right, I'm going to add +2 to their initiative. And let's see, Anubis. Look at them, 11.
All right. All right. So Beth, like I said, you are still probably a good 5 hours from contact, but that doesn't mean that they are out of missile range. Missile range. Right. Let me look at this. What's it say for missile flight?
Oh, they're also in particle barbette range.
Yeah, if you launched missiles, yeah, they'd be in particle barbette range, and if you launched missiles, it would take 4 rounds to impact.
Okay, and particle barbette would take how long? Is it instant?
It's
like a beam.
Yeah,
right?
it's a
big old beam.
Yeah, it's target.
That sounds ideal.
So yeah, I mean, if you want, you can. I mean, you're piloting, so.
Yeah, I'm just burning straight towards them then. I imagine.
So you're just continuing max burn all the way to the Dawnseeker. What are you ordering Anubis to do? Anubis. Let me double check something. Isn't Anubis a little bit faster, I thought?
Yeah, it's thrust 6.
Yeah, if they go max burn, actually, they would actually be more like here. That's 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so they are. Yeah, what would you like them to do?
Get them. Hype them up. Fuck their shit up. That's an order.
All right, so
I don't remember what weapons they have.
So they have a particle barbette, and they have
A missile rack.
and a missile rack.
They should use
Yeah.
their particle barbette too. I think that
Yeah,
would
hell
be
yeah.
good.
I mean, they can fire both. Their missiles will hit in 1 round.
Ooh, that's
So,
great.
I think that's right. Let's see here. Yes, it would be 1 round. So they will launch missiles, and they get to roll for that in 1 round. And Ting, go ahead and roll for their gunner turret plus their dex for the particle barbette.
Okay, I'm just gonna give him a +2 on that then.
Okay.
Because I don't, you know,
That
but
is
there's a 12.
hit.
Nice.
And Dawnseeker has no armor.
How many dice is the particle barbette?
It is 4D plus
Yeah.
radiation.
So it's what, 4D plus 4 because of the.
Well, it's 4D immediately. If I remember correctly, starship weapons don't get the added bonus because they are.
Fair enough. There's 16.
All right. And then there's something else, and I always have to look at this because I always forget radiation. Here we go. So roll 2D times 20.
Oh, firing stuff is a lot of work.
It can be.
Yeah.
So.
Times 20.
Yeah, 160.
Yeah, 160.
So
rad.
they take 160 rads. Forget how much radiation a hull can soak up. I don't know that 160 rads is going to get through, though. But still, so Anubis tags them with the particle beam barbette. You see essentially a lightning bolt streak off across the blackness of space, and I think I have something for that. I thought I had something for that. Did they change some of this? Oh, that'll do. So,
hell yeah.
So you see this lightning bolt streak off, and there's like a flash where this lightning bolt hits it off in the distance. And I mean, of course, at very long range, you're still very minimal as far as visual. Ting, what would you like to do?
Want to go ahead and put that sensor lock on them?
Yeah, you already got a sensor lock on them. So I mean, you could switch over to a weapons console, or you can continue to maintain or continue to work sensors so that Keith can fire a gun.
I'm going to continue to work sensors, and I'm just going to look. I'm going to scan at them again, see if I can get more information.
Okay.
You know, I could go ahead and send them a tight beam communication.
What do you want to say?
So you need to power down and give up or face execution.
Okay. Go ahead and make a communications plus intellect or education check.
That's doing something. Well, there you go. 14. Okay. I'm on it, man.
So, yeah, you send a tight
Use
beam.
the force.
You send a tight beam laser communication, and you hit the target. So they will have received this message. The system defense boat. Beam lasers. What's the range on a beam laser? Medium range. So no. They can't use that, but they can fire 3 missiles at them.
They're just having a bad day.
Yeah, they're about to.
They come out of jump space, they're thinking about getting some, goody good down in the spaceport, having a beer. They're already talking about it. And then all of a sudden, motherfucker starts nailing them and talking about power down, you're dead.
So next round on their turn, 3 missiles are going to be inbound for Dawnseeker.
Yeah.
It's over.
Keith, what would you like to do?
I'll fire the particle barbette. Why not?
Sure.
All right.
You get +2 due to my lock.
That's true. And another +2 for fire control.
So that's 11.
That is a hit.
Fuck you.
And it is, what, 4? 40?
4D.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
16.
Okay. Now let me double check something real quick. Space combat. Starting a battle. Yeah, we know how to start a battle. I mean,
We're good at that. And real good about getting in fights. Best way to get into a fight is to be on a peace mission.
I was wrong. So you both. So Ting, what did you roll for the Anubis's attack? Going back through my list here, was it a 12?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
So that's another 4 off. And Keith, what did you roll? You rolled a 10.
I rolled an 11.
So that is another 3 off. So you do get to add your, the effect.
Good.
And then roll 2d times 20. See how bad their radiation is.
Another 8, so 160.
Yeah, I don't think that 160 is going to get through the hull, but yeah, I mean,
Worth a shot.
yeah. So once again, there's another flash, and the lightning, streaks out, and actually this might. Yeah, sure, whatever. And so you see this lightning bolt leap out across the void and hit, and there's a flash where it hits. Dawnseeker does a couple of things. The first thing that it does is it starts to broadcast a distress signal. The second thing that it does is they are their pilot is going to make a run for it, and they are running for the planet.
Oh, that's great, because that just brings them on in.
But he's not doing a very good job.
He got lost in the confusion of space. We turned him a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, he's only got thrust 1, so he is pushing it, and they. They launched 2 missiles at Anubis.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which will hit next round at current speed. And that's about all that Dawnseeker can do. However, there is one other thing that they can do. Light crew. So they are doing something. What do they have? 3. Okay. All right. Captain Beth, what would you like to do? Continue to burn?
We're in pretty good range now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still at very long range.
Okay.
You are
Uh,
closing at 5G though.
I'm gonna slow down just a little bit so I have a bit of maneuverability if they launch missiles at me next round.
Okay.
So thank you. So 5 and okay, I'll slow down to 4 so I can maneuver a little bit.
Okay.
If required.
All right. So yeah, you've got some evasive maneuverability. You've got 1 point for doing evasive maneuvers. Anubis. About there. And their missile is going to hit Dawnseeker. Now wait, their missiles. Spacecraft weapon. I think they get a chance to shoot down because they've got beam lasers. I think. Oh, well, first they have to detect if there was a missile launch, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. So they do detect that there is a missile launch. And so they have some choices. So yes, they've got a triple beam laser. They're going to try and shoot down that missile.
So that was a triple turret that the Anubis launched, right?
Oh, that's right. So there were 3 missiles. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot you'd upgraded that turret. What are his gunner? Oh, here we go. Well, this isn't boding well, but we'll. And he gets probably nothing for flight control, fire control. He misses, and three missiles are going to slam into him. So the question is, what kind of missiles is Anubis using?
I'm going to guess they're just going with standard because we didn't tell them to go nuke.
We don't want to go nuke in front of the system defense code anyway.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. You're right.
Yeah.
So each missile is going to deal 4D. Is that right? Detecting a missile launch, counter missiles, and impact. If an attack roll for a missile salvo is successful, the target will sustain damage. Roll for damage as if for a single missile, and deduct the target's armor as normal, but do not apply the effect of the attack roll. Instead, any damage is multiplied by the effect of the attack roll. But the effect cannot be higher than the number of remaining missiles in the salvo. So roll 4D. God, missiles are fucking nasty. No wonder they're so scary.
It's Beth's turn to run damage.
Oh, 40?
Yeah, haha.
15.
So 15. Multiplied by the effect. The effect cannot be higher than the number of remaining. So that is 30 points of damage. There's a big boom, and you can see parts like shrapnel flying off of Dawnseeker as these 3 missiles slam into her.
And can the Anubis perform electronic warfare upon one of the missiles coming its way in attempt to misdirect it?
So the first thing that needs to happen is Anubis needs to make a electronic sensors plus intellect check.
Okay, I'm going to give +2 for the ship, and then I'm going to give the operator a +1, so a +3 total.
Yes. So the missile
10.
is detected. You can do electronic warfare.
I'm going to roll the same thing again for the electronic warfare because of all the cool toys, and 12.
Okay, so you have rendered the 1 missile, or the 2, render inner incoming missiles within a single salvo. The effect of this check will immediately remove that many missiles. So they fired 2 missiles. Anubis is able to do electronic warfare and render those 2 missiles inert, and they just kind of fly off in different directions. So was that what Ting was doing, or is that what Anubis was doing?
That was Anubis doing. Ting would have done more.
Okay.
He has a well, no, I'm saying Ting has a better sensors and intelligence thing. He would have rolled it +5. So if Ting did that, but Ting was going to do something else. If you want Ting to have done that, he would have happily done it.
What does Ting want to do?
Ting wants to perform a leadership speech to the ship so people can either get a boon or possibly a bane.
Well, they would get a plus.
Okay, well, either a plus or minus,
Yeah.
but I'd like to do my leadership plus my social on a inspirational speech.
Sure.
To try to get something cool going, which, that's, well, it says 12 on the screen, so there you go.
Yeah. So you have +4 that you can hand out. So you can give +2 to Keith and +2 to Beth if you wanted.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll
Do
say
we have
something
to use it on
really
our next
cool.
turn, or can we use it whenever we want?
So
it's in this combat, but just once.
Yep.
Or is,
Okay.
I thought it was.
Cool.
I thought it was a choice, but it could be on the next one. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's on your next turn.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah.
The system defense boat, there's not a whole lot they can do. Screw it, they're going to fire another.
Well, they got thrust 9.
That's
they
true.
Can get up there if they want.
That is true. Well, not with that roll. They get about that far. But yeah, they're going to fire another 3 missiles, but their initial 3 missiles are going to get to attack. They get a +2 to hit. That is going to be a hit. Let's see if Dawnseeker does detect them.
Yeah.
And actually, that is an 8. That was one too many. And so they fire their beam lasers, but don't shoot down any missiles. And so they are going to eat. Ooh, this is gonna be nasty. So an additional 2, so they take another 40 points of damage.
God, they're having a bad day, man.
Yes, missiles are brutal. There's a reason why people run whenever they see missiles. Keith, you have a +2 to if you want to aim, so that puts you at like a +6 total if you want to shoot that particle beam barbette again.
Let's do it. Cool. So that's 17.
Yeah, that is definitely a hit. Not only is that a hit, but that's going to be a critical. So let's see here.
Oh, you got to roll all kinds of shit now.
So roll 4d plus 9.
40 plus a 9. Okay. 23.
Okay. And then roll 2d times 20.
9, so 180.
Okay, still doesn't break through their hull for radiation, but then roll 2d.
5.
You hit one of their weapons turrets. Okay. Need to look at critical tables. Critical hits. There we go. Weapon. They will suffer a -1 to their to their beam lasers. So, which is the only thing keeping them from getting hit by missiles so far. So that's not good for them. No bueno for them. Dawnseeker. Boy.
They got to be hurting, man. They can't have much left in their tank.
Yeah, but they've only.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've still got another 2 rounds left to do what they want to do.
No, I meant that they've got to be getting close to being about out of hull points.
Yeah, right. And but they've only got they've got 2 more rounds to do what they want to do, and it doesn't look good for them. Well,
Oh, to disperse chemicals or something?
no, they're well. I can't tell you what they're doing. They, of course, are getting fairly close to you guys now. They are within just about medium range. They are.
They've used their lasers to do their shit, haven't they? Or do they get them again?
They get them again, but they're at -1. They're going to. Back it. They are going to launch 2 missiles and 3 beam lasers at the system defense boat.
Oh, hell yeah.
So that they are at -1 for beam lasers. Oh, they hit. So that is what 1d plus 2. Which the system defense boat's armor just soaks it up. But then they launch 2 missiles. System defense boat. Well, it's immediate. I don't know. I mean, yeah, medium and below, the impact is immediate. There's no chance that they're going to be able to detect and shoot them down. So, system defense boat, I think, is going to take some damage. So, system defense boat takes 17 points of damage. And they're right pissed off. We are back to Beth. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
I think I should just match speed and retain whatever points I can for maneuvering.
Okay.
Um,
You're
yeah.
gonna match their speed, so you're just gonna drop down to one thrust or thrust one.
So yeah, so I'll have 4 to maneuver if they start pointing shit in my direction, and because we're close enough, it'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah, I mean they're at medium range, so.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Go ahead and make a piloting plus dex check.
11.
Nice. So Beth kind of slows down. What do you guys want the Anubis to do?
It should still be trying to eliminate the threat.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
you tell me what you want Anubis to do.
All right. Well, I mean, I would think they would shoot missiles and the particle barbette until the target stops moving. I mean, does anybody disagree with that?
Go ahead and do the particle barbette first, and let's see what's left over for missiles, because the missiles are gonna hit immediately. So
That'd be a 13.
okay, and roll 2d times 20.
Here we go. Uh, 80. Not enough.
Nope, not enough. And then you can make a missile attack for 3 missiles.
You don't want me to roll the damage? You don't want me to roll the damage?
So
for
you,
the
you need
particle?
you need to roll a 2-hit roll first. So it's gunner turret plus dex.
Oh, I thought I hit with a 13.
That was for the particle barbette.
All right, I never rolled the 4D damage.
Oh, well, what was? I thought the 13.
That 13 was to hit,
Okay.
and then the 480 was for the radiation,
Okay.
and then I get 4D, right?
Yes.
Plus whatever, or not plus. The bulk of it's right there.
So another 13.
13, yeah. That's how much damage he gets.
Okay, and then you can make a gunner turret plus dex for the missiles.
Oh, I'm going to pass that to Keith or Beth. Yeah. Someone else's turn.
And don't forget, you get to add +2 to your attack with missiles because they are smart missiles.
Okay, are you on?
So are we rolling on our turn or now?
You can roll now. Yeah,
Okay.
because this
Yeah,
is Anubis's turn.
Right.
Oh, okay.
They're just sharing the.
Yeah, this is rolls we have to do because we brought an extra ship in.
Right.
It's, yeah.
Okay, so I got boxcars on that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he did it.
Okay. So that's what, 16 total?
Right.
Oof. Okay. Roll 4D.
Okay. 16.
Okay. So that is another 32. The missiles slam into Dawnseeker, and you see a flash of light, and it just the entire ship comes apart.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
did it.
it's just shredded.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And you guys receive a radio comm from the system defense boat that they are, congratulations on your bounty. Thank you for helping protect the Sagan system.
Oh, as always, we are always here to help and keep pirates and them dastardly dogs out of here. Shit. Like I knew they were bad because I met the guy at the bar the other day, and he was like, he was working and he was like, we got eggs and ass whoopings. What do you want? And then I was like, well, I'll take some eggs. And it's, oh, we're out of eggs.
So
Yeah.
you have destroyed the threat to dispersing this bioweapon to Sagan. Where are you guys planning to head next?
So we were supposed to deal with the Dawnseeker for somebody at.
It was
The prince.
the prince.
The secondary prince.
Yeah.
Prince,
Yeah. Okay.
Prince Richter.
Yeah.
Or you? Or,
Wait.
so I mean, so essentially, you have solved this whole line. I mean, you could head back to Thieves, where Prince Herrick is.
That's where our fleet is too.
Yeah,
Or
last time that you had talked to Prince Eric, he was in the process of hiring mercenaries, and there was some talk that Prince Richter might be assisting Herrick in getting Drinax back. So, I mean, that's an obvious avenue.
Yeah. That seems like a wise thing to do. We could push that, of course.
I don't think we should tell Richter that we know it was his little cult that was behind all this. I think we ought to keep that information close to the vest, because if he really is running that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we tell him that we know it was his cult, then then we've stepped on his toes. But if we pretend like we're clueless about his cult running that show, then we're just we did a good job. We stopped the attack. We could tell somebody was doing some bullshit. We have the records.
Okay,
Yeah.
so one thing to remember is that, of course, that Prince Richter, he admitted to you guys that a lot of the people in the movement are riffraff, and he knows that a lot of them are just racists that want to kill Aslan for the fun of it. He's aware of that, but most of those people, he has said, they're in my movement, in name only. I've never met most of these people. I mean,
yeah, and Hitler met like what?
That's true.
A couple of thousand Nazis.
That's true.
I mean,
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that don't make a whole lot.
So, Beth, if you want to make a run for the 90 diameter jump limit, you can make a piloting plus dex check. And somebody
Hold
else.
on, we need to eject all those bodies like near the wreckage of the ship, so it looks
Yes,
like they
that's
did it.
Well, I mean, you can shove them out behind the ship, as you're burning for the jump limit.
Oh, okay, that's a good point.
Just have
Okay,
your
we'll do
Marines
that.
out there, or yeah, you could throw them out, into the wreckage of Dawnseeker. So
Yeah, I thought that'd be a fun treat.
Yeah,
for
your
someone.
Marines are out in the back just hucking bodies out the back of the ship. And then it's like
Clean
after 5 instead, they're like, oh crap, it's now orbiting around us. So there's frozen bodies orbiting around the ship until you jump. So somebody else needs to make the astrogation check.
Oh, I can do that.
It's time for math.
Astrogation plus intellect.
$11.
Okay. So you are taking your time while she's burning for the jump limit. You are setting your jump calculations. Somebody can make the electronics power, or I'm sorry, engineering power plus intellect or education check.
Typically, Gregor does that.
He does, but I
And
mean,
that's the link for him.
I guess I'm doing that too.
I guess
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Do it.
All right.
Like, man, I got to do everything on this ship.
Yeah.
All right.
Keith is running all over into different parts of engineering. Ting is relaxing.
Right.
He's talking shit,
I got an 8 on that roll.
Okay, well that is just enough. Yeah, and then finally you can flip the switch for jump, and you get. Let's see, what did you get on your astrogation check?
It was 11.
Okay, so you get a +3 to your J drive plus intellect or education check.
Okay.
Because evidently pushing a button is hard.
Right. 13.
Like, oh, I rolled a 7. I missed the button. So on 13, yeah, you are able to jump with no miss jump, and you guys are heading for Thief. Now let's see, where are you?
Way, man. It's
Yeah, you think you're probably a ways away. What's a good map? Let's see. So you are here. Thief is not on this map.
yeah, it is.
Is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Sagan. You've got
Here
jump 2.
we
1,
can.
2, 3, 4. So there's 5 weeks. You're probably looking at about 7 weeks worth of transit time. What are you guys doing in your 7 weeks of transit time? Anything?
I'll learn to knit.
Plotting?
I don't know.
I mean, I always ask just to make sure.
Yeah, sometimes you come up with some good shit to do.
You do. Sometimes you surprise me.
Our characters are gonna play D&D.
Yes. I thought there is actually I thought there's like a role playing game with miniatures and a war game and stuff that you can buy in the Central Supply catalog and little robotic miniatures.
But
Gonna
yeah,
get super meta in here.
We're playing a game inside a game.
yeah, I can compile more anti Lady Hill PR stories.
More propaganda.
Fuck yeah, man! I'll make some fucking stories of different flavors, accuser of stuff, just anything.
I'll
I
make
mean,
some fan fiction too. That sounds fun.
Fan fiction. Lady
Yeah.
Hill fan fiction.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys come out of jump. Whoops. Didn't do what it was. There we go.
Of course, if we're fast forwarding to Thief quickly, then yeah, we'll definitely keep the on ship activities to a low. Fuck that. Let's get there.
Yeah, so 7 weeks go by. You guys, most are basically doing wilderness refueling along the way, and you get back to Thief. The first thing, as you come out of jump, your passive sensors pick up that there are quite a few ships in orbit around Thief. And these are, I mean, they could be additional pirate vessels. It's hard to say. But you are noticing some fairly large craft. And I need to find here. One of them, starships. Going to take a picture. Just a second. There we go. So one of these is a Shadow class gunship. And she is kind of scary looking. So one of these ships
Yeah.
it looks like this,
Mm,
and your passive sensors are. I mean, she's not. She's not huge. Of course, this picture makes her look quite a bit bigger than she really is. But your passive sensors are pinging that is at a rating of 400 tons, and your your war book comes up and says that this class of ship was developed from the outset as a combat vessel used by mercenaries and small navies. And it is specifically designed to fight larger vessels.
mm,
It is capable of thrust 4 and has a J2 jump drive. It has it's only tech level 12, but a lot of the stuff on it, it looks like an earlier version of your guys' ship. It's got holographic controls. It has 2 triple turrets that are full of pulse lasers. It's got a triple turret with an additional 2 triple turrets with 2 beam lasers and 2 missile racks. And it has armor 8 using crystal iron armor.
But it's not talking to us or making any move towards us at all, is it?
No, but you see that there are a couple of these floating around in orbit around Thieves. And you also see that, of course, there are a couple of mercenary cruisers that are in orbit around Thieves as well.
mm.
There is quite a lot of activity of a combat ship nature. These vessels are far more overt in their classification than what you're used to.
But we've got people working at a central location on the planet itself. I mean, we could radio them and just ask them what the local current scoop is, couldn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So
that's okay.
you learn that these are mercenaries that Prince Herrick has hired
Oh,
from where is it? The Mergen Consortium to fight under his name, and they are preparing to invade Drinax. And some of these ships are pinging, as you have seen before, the what was his name? What was his ship's name? His ship's name. They're pinging as Richter Greeheyes, a number of them, but
okay.
they seem to be flying in formation in orbit around Thieves with the mercenary ships.
Well, we're going to take our pirate lord right and just go land right at our base, right?
Sure.
I imagine.
All right.
I mean,
So Beth, make a piloting plus dex check.
8.
All right. So Beth brings you in slow and low. You have using your pirate lord codes. You have direct access to land. Are you having Anubis land as well?
Yeah, they should.
Okay.
yeah, I mean, everybody should get that. We should also be able to find out soon if the Scout's Honor and the Mars and that other ship uh, that we snatched.
All right.
The
Yeah.
the principal profiteer.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I mean,
So
so all that in theory should be here.
yes. So those both principal profiteer and Scout's Honor are here as well. They are docked on the Skull, which is the high port for Thief. And you get some money. If you were intending to sell principal profiteer, if I remember correctly, weren't you?
Yeah, we're gonna sell principal profiteer, and then we get. In theory, they've sold all the shit that was stuck up on our base. You know, because
Right.
all that pirate and so we should get that money too.
Yes. So
Is the Mars is here too?
Yes.
Yeah. So we've got our fleet. We're fleeted up.
So Thief will give you 15 mega credits for the principal profiteer.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. That's 15 mega credits for jack shit.
Cool.
Yeah, right.
Did we split it or put it in the ship fund?
Well, the other stuff that you sold from that base came to 65 mega credits. Now, it
Wow.
was worth more than the ship because it's easier to fence. It's really difficult to fence a stolen ship.
Fair enough.
Do you guys want to split it or stick it in the ship fund?
Well, the other
I
thing
mean-
to keep in mind is that you need to take 10% off the top. So,
So we're left
So
with
8.
eight
So that's the
8 mega
72.
credits comes off the top of that to go to Prince Herrick.
so we're left with 72.
Right.
I mean, I think it'd be, with all that, it'd be a good time to do all the ship maintenance costs and all that shit. We've got everything here, and we got a big fat pay wad.
That's
And then
true.
if you want to give some around, that's cool.
So-
I can split it up so that the ship gets a share too. I could split it 5 ways.
All
And
right.
then that'll probably cover all that crap.
So
All right.
the Harriers, let's see here.
If I split 5 ways, including Gregor, it's
Right.
14.4.
If you do it 6 ways, then we take that one extra share and disperse it amongst all of our crew dudes.
True.
Because even at split 6 ways, you're looking at a few million credits to
Well,
dispersed around people. Everybody gets a real fat paycheck on that. I mean, we've
So-
got
Yeah,
less
that's
than
true.
100 people. I mean,
Maintenance costs for the Harriers for 3 Harriers comes to 85,890, and then the Osiris.
oh,
So
he's put it
everybody-
all in the chat. Hell
Yeah.
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 I'm just putting it down here.
So everybody take 12.
And then
That's
so
what we're doing now.
Osiris's maintenance cost.
12 million?
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
And then we'll subtract from the ship whatever that is.
Yeah.
Comes to 34,873.
Okay.
That resets all our maintenance and shit, right?
Yes, that puts you back at square.
And so then the whole was 12 million gets dispersed amongst all our Marines, pilots, astrogators, engineers on all the ships, right?
Right. That leaves that leaves 12 million for each of us.
Right. 12 for each of us, 12 for the ship, and then 12 goes just randomly dispersed amongst all our minions here in our little Drinax
In our
pirate
fleet.
fleet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right.
yeah, I don't care if you actually take the time to do the math on that. I just want to see the effect on them having
Yeah,
better
no.
weapons
Yeah,
and being happy.
Yeah, they
And-
are well paid. That
Yeah.
was a good payday for them.
Right. That was what I wanted. I wanted,
Yeah.
our guys should get.
Gives us some loyalty, hopefully, on that.
Yeah.
Road.
Yeah, because now they're like, man, these motherfuckers are crazy, but we get paid.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's the point of being a pirate.
Yeah.
Is that it's not just that you're getting paid your wages; you get
Yeah.
a share of the booty, and so yeah, that definitely
Yeah.
covers them. So you are down on Thief, and we will pick up next week with you guys meeting with Prince Herrick and discovering his plans for invasion of and putting down Lady Hill and retaking Drinax.
Excellent.
That's
Good work,
awesome.
everybody.
Yeah, that was really good shit.
All right.
I appreciate that.
We will pick this up next week at 7 o'clock.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yep.
I
Have a good night,
appreciate it.
guys.
Hey, I want I don't know if we talk about it now or talk about it next week, but I'd really like to buy a heavy fighter.